Why is 2400 a hard resistance for us? Yeah, it is a pretty big resistance for Baby Doge 8z2400. I kind of like it though because it makes it so much easier to trade, knowing like the levels where it's difficult for it to get above and to stay above. That's why I decided to get out right here, and I got in right down here. But I decided to get out there because when it gets around 8z2400, for some reason, just has a hard time. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get out here. Could have stayed, made like $600 to $800, but I settled for $268. Anna and Yella says, why do you prefer to use Pancake Swap to trade Baby Doge versus Baby Doge Swap? That's actually a really good question. So the reason why I prefer to use Pancake Swap over Baby Doge Swap. So let's go ahead and look that up. And also, if you guys want to do this type of research with this website, it's called Dex Screener. You can see it right up here at the top. Definitely check that out. All right, so this is Baby Doge on Baby Doge Swap. As you can see here, it says Baby Doge Swap. My little logo is kind of blocking it, but it does say Baby Doge Swap right there. This is why. So on Pancake Swap, first let's look at Baby Doge Swap. On Baby Doge Swap, the liquidity is only at $398,000 in liquidity. All right. And the price is actually lower at 2406. So $398,000 liquidity, and the price is slightly lower at 2406. Well, over here with Pancake Swap, $32.1 million inside of liquidity, while you can see up here the price is at 2419. And the reason why this is so important is because for one, slippage, and then for two, you don't want to have a huge price impact. So whenever you make your trades on PancakeSwap, notice at the bottom it says medium risk or low risk for price impact. Well, it's talking about that risk for price impact because let's say you had $100,000, right? And you wanted to make a trade on Baby Doge, but you're trying to do it on Baby Doge Swap. Well, now you're trying to sell $100,000 worth of Baby Doge, but the liquidity is only worth $398,000. So when you sell, you're not going to get $100,000. You're probably going to get $80,000 or $90,000 because it's such a price impact of you selling out. The liquidity is going to drop drastically, which is also going to take some of that money back from you. It's going to take that money away from you and add it to that liquidity. So you're pretty much losing money. It's almost like an impermanent loss when you're looking at farming and staking. It's almost like that. So if you try to sell $100,000 when the liquidity is only $398 or only $398,000, you're going to lose a lot of that money. So you're only going to get like 80 to 90,000 back. Whereas if you wanted to sell $100,000 on PancakeSwap, the liquidity is $32.1 million. So yes, there's still going to be a slight price impact, but it's going to be a medium risk. It's not going to be high risk for price impact. So when you do this, you're not going to lose 1% of your transaction, or let's say you're not going to lose 2, 3, maybe 5% of your transaction. Maybe you'll lose like 0.01 or 0.1%, possibly 1%, instead of losing like 5 to 10%. All right. So that's pretty much how that works. That's why I don't trade on a Baby Doge Swap. Baby Doge Swap is cool if you're doing smaller transactions. If you want to do like $100 at the most, $1,000 or 2,000, maybe 5 or 10, but you don't really want to do more than that. Even with $10,000, there's still going to be a bigger price impact there. But yeah, Jimmy Durham says, looking on CoinGecko's max chart, we get our usual pumps in January, though we didn't get that pump in January this year. Yeah, that's good analysis. I think that it could be true. Let's look at January. So yeah, we did go down in January, but in February, well, in March, technically we got that pump in March. But yeah, I don't know. Anything can happen, honestly. Frosty says Baby Doge is dead. It doesn't go anywhere. I mean, it's up to I don't know. It's up to you to make that decision for you. But that's why I said I trade Baby Doge. That's also why the topic of discussion today was trade or hodl. Personally, I like to trade Baby Doge because I make a good amount of money off of trading it. I mean, just in the last month, I don't want to necessarily say how much I made in Baby Doge. Yeah, it's not like a significant amount of money. It's less than $10,000, so it's nothing significant. But just trading Baby Doge, I've made a good amount of money, and I probably would have made the same amount if I was holding it. But I have a peace of mind when I'm trading it, so I wouldn't say that it's necessarily dead, but it's a slow moving coin, but it's volatile. So it moves slow, but it's volatile. It's always up and it's always down. So it makes it good to trade. Like just look at these all these drastic moves here, but it's typically staying around the same price. Even though it's up a lot and then it's down a lot, it's always staying near that same price point. So even looking over here, you see like the price is always up and then down, back up and then back down, back up and then back down. But the price is staying in a general area, and we're really trading within this channel even though we broke out multiple times. So right now I'm sitting on the sidelines. I sold what I had because I'm just a little bit wary of what's going on with the prices here. Like, why do we keep breaking out of this wedge pattern and then going back in and hitting the bottom and then trying to do it again? A lot of people would say that, it's probably about to keep pumping. And yeah, they're probably right. It probably is. But I don't want to take that risk. Do not want to take that risk. Too much to lose.